Welcome back, everybody. We have another great episode in store for you guys this week. We're doing it a little different because, well, as you know, André cheated last week.
Full disclosure here, guys, they all say DAO.
It's a shame. We thought we could trust them. We just, sometimes when people get all that power, they just can't help themselves. I really wish we had some sort of computer system or some kind of code that could be like decentralized to where all parties could enter into an agreement and it would just, I wonder what that could possibly...
DeFi.
Or decentralized finance.
Which is a new form of non-bank financial intermediation.
Decentralized finance. Is it the future?
21st century transportation, space travel, robotics, teleconferencing.
Right there.
When discussing centralized versus decentralized finance, the main point of discussion is independence, ownership of your own money. As long as you have an internet connection, the world's your oyster.
Decentralized finance is a blockchain-based financial system that cuts out the institutional middleman. Services typically rendered by banks and brokers may now occur directly between peers.
You store your money in your own personal wallet and you can pay and transfer to anyone in seconds. That sounds great, but I have a hard time remembering my email password. And in fact, I don't know how many times I've had to reset my password.
It's over 9,000!
If I'm to be trusted with my own money, I'm scared I might forget how to access it. And I'm not sure my anxiety could take such a hit. And if you forget your own personal wallet password, who are you gonna call? Not Ghostbusters, not the bank, because there's no one to call.
DeFi includes, but is not limited to, lending and borrowing, currency swaps, savings accounts, and insurance policies. The middleman is replaced by an unbiased and emotionless computer program called a smart contract. These smart contracts act as an intelligent set of rules, automating decisions and execution.
Independence comes at a cost. The cost is leaving people to their own devices and taking responsibility for their money. But the question is, do most people want to be responsible for their own money? With this being said, the upsides of DeFi are immense. From not needing banks to lend you money, from not paying exorbitant lending fees, service fees, transaction fees. In normal finance, I'm pretty sure you pay a fee just for being a person who exists on the planet. Personally, I have bank accounts I don't use except to top off the yearly fee they charge me. So DeFi can actually change those rules, change up the system. Anarchy in Wall Street. I'm all about that. I love a bit of anarchy on a Tuesday.
This structure yields three major distinctions between DeFi and traditional finance. First, transactions become transparent as they are published on a public blockchain. Second, barriers to entry such as credit score and income are reduced, made possible by peers willing to take on higher risks. Finally, without a physical governing body, services are open and unrestricted by your geographical location. So what are some examples of DeFi projects and offerings? You may have heard of Compound or Aave, which act as decentralized liquidity providers and offer services related to lending and borrowing. But there's also MakerDAO, which allows stakeholders to vote on minting and interest rates for the DeFi stablecoin DAI. While this technology's impact on the current financial system does remain unclear, we do know that DeFi offers one very valuable thing: a choice.
DeFi allows you to make deals with a lender directly, instead of depending on a bank for approval where someone who doesn't know you goes through your life and makes a decision on whether you're worthy of being lent money, on whether you're worthy of having a roof in your head. In DeFi, you can actually discuss direct terms of agreement with the person who might lend you money, from the interest fees to the intervals in which you pay back your loan. Imagine you go to your local coffee shop and they only take cash, but you forgot to bring your cash with you. So you say, hey, can I come back and pay later? And they say, sure. But if you take longer than a week, we're gonna charge you an extra coffee. And there you are, in this coffee shop, standing in front of this man, just asking for some time, looking deep into each other's eyes, and you can make a decision on whether you're comfortable accepting his terms. You have choice, which is what the banks do not give you. Essentially, banks are more like the mafia. You enter the bank, you talk to the godfather, bring your papers to prove you're a citizen of the world, and you ask them if they give you money.
Godfather. Good.
The bank looks at you and says, we'll give you money you don't have. We'll also charge a high interest fee on the money we know you don't have, and if you don't pay us, we'll take your house and the money you've already paid. Take it or leave it. And most people take it. We accept that. How is that different from going to a loan shark and them saying, we'll give you money, charge you interest, but if you don't pay, we'll break your legs? Okay, well, at least the mafia is kind enough to not take your house. You know, they're sweethearts. But imagine a world where you can actually have a discussion with your possible lender and create a set of terms in which you're comfortable with probably much less interest or service fees.
What I call them? Fun coupons. See that?
And I know, the question remains, who's worse? The mafia or the banks?